Hello. Welcome to the stream. You know what I just realized? If you want to get hyped up to stream, listen to hype music just before stream, and then it warms you up a lot. So I can't play it right now, because YouTube and I think also Twitch has rules about copyrighted music, but if you want to know what I was listening to just before the stream that's got me in such a good mood, it is part of the Spider Heck soundtrack. It is called Precision, I guess. I love that track. It's very good. Can recommend. But right now, you are listening to Tiptoe Out the Back by Dan Lebowitz, and I feel like a radio announcer. Welcome to Borderwise FM, where we do From the Depths, and that's basically it. Sit back, relax, while driving or sitting at home. We've got a lovely, totally not radio show for you today. If you like fake radio shows, remember to like, comment, and subscribe on the YouTube. I've also just sculled a second coffee, so that is how, we're progressing. We are evolving. I don't know what we're evolving into. Probably something. Hello, Amiiboid. Soup indeed. Delicious soup. Soup. Delicious soup. I think I like saying the word soup more than I like actually eating soup. Nothing wrong with soup. Soup is good. I'm just posting in the From the Decks official Discord. Nice to see Aperture Gaming still doing stuff. Very nice. Very nice indeed. Now I just need to go here. Oh dear. Right. Today is good. Right, it is time to strip. I'm warm. And I'm gonna get cold again very soon. I was literally dancing to music before stream. Just in my chair, like... The story behind my soup is that I added an O when I said sup. Oh, right. I also like designing Twin Guard craft. I can imagine. Twin Guard craft are very fun to design. There's a lot of creative freedom, and I guess if you like mechs, it's very good. Okay, I have spammed the universe. This is good. It is time to spam the Plutono hub. Plutono.spaghettinet.net for all your Plutono needs. Plutono. I don't have any of my spreadsheets open. So it just takes waiting patiently for the alpha changes before I rework stuff. Yeah, that's probably a good idea. I'm looking forward to, when the changes in alpha go to stable, I am not looking forward to redoing... Then again, a lot of the alpha changes are to do with... there's a lot of, poll stuff, but I'm not gonna change it. I don't freaking care. And yeah, mostly Max. I wish the Twin Guard had more stuff like the Timid, just cool robot animals, and less stuff, less sub-vehicle nonsense. I sound like a broken record complaining about that, but also, good news, there is some craft to look at. We've got a fan build and a rebuild, which is very, very good. We'll look at the fan build first, I think. Who did that? House did that. Alright. What else do I need to do? Spreadsheets. Spreadsheets. Delicious spreadsheets. I like to spread my sheets all over toast. There's no way that could be taken out of context. Nope, 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 nope. Absolutely not. If you tried and take that out of context, then Nick Smart himself will descend from the clouds and smite you. He'll smite you good. To the sound of bagpipes. What is happening over here? Hello? Google, you remember how to get to documents. Thank you. Okay. Spreadsheet. Bam, 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 bam. There are a lot of other FISH. Yep, they have a lot of fish. I love the Twin Guard fish, yes. Oh, hey, that's the fuse. I recognize that for reasons that you'll see probably in about 26 hours. The changes don't require reworking anything unless it makes the ship so blind it can't stand the water. But if I'm gonna rework a ship or something that uses railguns, but right, yeah. This is where I'm a little bit smug because I don't generally use railguns for mostly out of sheer laziness. Because I like to have, APS systems not rely on battery storage. You know what I should do, actually? I should stick batteries in the underside of railgun turrets, just so it's a place to put them. One of those very old twin guard craft, back when they used metal. Twin guard craft used metal? Oh wow, that is Cram Tetris. The twin guard stuff uses metal? Like, not as much as they used to. See? Well, that might be what you're referring to. What do we do on these streams again? Once again, it's been a week, but it feels like forever. Okay, we should switch to Plutono and look at our fun stuff. Actually, we should download our fun stuff. So, we've got the chainsaw, which is a fan build, which I love a lot. I do love a fan build. It's nice. Like, I know it doesn't help progress, but it keeps our morale up. And Cyrus Plays has redone the Wigan. Like, really did go ham on the aesthetics, as they say. So this is good. Me likey. And let's go find the Wigan. Where's the Wigan? I had a lot of notes on the Wigan. Could use some pretty engraving plants, shaping especially. That's the only note on the Wigan, so there wasn't actually that much to do, but I think Cyrus Plays went ham on it, which I appreciate. I appreciate that a lot. Alright, so Plutono test 10. Also, ooh, curiosity. I don't use railguns super often, but I think I might start doing more for burst flight. Yeah, I think the whole point of the alpha changes is so that people use railguns a bit more, because the material effective option was always to not do that and just use, you know, regular gunpowder all the time, which is what I do. I'm a sucker for lots of gunpowder casings. Okay, let us have a look at the chainsaw. Let's start with a fan build. So, this is my house, and this one uses Lua, so it's not... Oh my word, that lags. Hello? Oh lordy. What the hell? Oh boy. Oh no, this is a laggy beast. Uh-oh. Oh dear. Oh no, what is... How many sub-objects does this have? Oh my god, no! Okay. Alright, let's read out the workshop description of this thing. Alright, so... This is a fan build, not meant to be taken as a submission. I'd say, geez. Costs way too much to be good and kinda sucks, but it looks good. What does IG mean again? Lure for the chainsaw isn't mine, it's... that Hitman's? Ah yes, that Hitman. He does crazy stuff. I forgot also breaks 2 rules, no lure, and definitely spin block clipping. Well, fan builds are allowed to do that because they're, you know, it's the... Jeez, what the hell? What is this? Oh, lordy. Pause the game. Oh, wow, that is spin clip to hell. How the hell? Dear God. Yep, that sums it up pretty well, honestly. What the... Oh, wow, that actually just... Yeah, that's just straight up clipping straight through stuff. Ew. But also... cool. Whoa, that is clippy as hell. Oh, this is a lag monster. You know, I thought this was gonna be a melee craft. I guess not. Wow. Damn, house. Also known as Hazel. How the hell? Wait, is it all connected on the... yep, I think so. Just judging by the construct weight of 272,400. Does this thing make the... Oh! Wait, what? Those are pistons. And spin blocks. Oh, I get it. I think. I don't know. So it's rotating. And it's like going forward and out. Oh, geez, this makes my head hurt. Like, here's the thing. Spin clipping is very naughty, but at the same time, it is occasionally fun to see the kind of things that people can do with it, because this is... This hurts my brain. Oh, my bitrate. I know how it does it. That chainsaw thing. Yeah, each one has a piston and a spin block. Lure is a gateway to some wonderful things. Some dark magics indeed. Alright, let's go find that lure block. Do I get... Wow, you gotta love a thing that, like, the frame rate doesn't get... The frame rate does not get any better when it's paused. Oh, if this thing fights something, my computer is going to cry. Let's go find that lure block. Somebody should share this thing to Sean, the dev, and just watch his blood pressure rise. Because he hates lure. Okay, then. Alright, awesome. So, yep. Lure, 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 lure. Lure, 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 lure. Please. Let me exit. That is an ancient fossil of a block, I do have to say. Alright, well, we simply must throw this thing at something and make my computer... What do these things fire? I'm going to assume that these things all fire the same shell. Okay, that is definitely a gun. What the hell? Okay. Wait, is this a railgun? No, it isn't. Okay, mostly HE, mostly frag. Okay. Right, let's pull this out of play. Put it back into play. Make it fight the triumphant. 8 Carillion pistons, yep. Oh, non-alien. Make it fight the triumphant. How many sub... Good question. Actually, yeah, good question, good question. I did want to check that. How many suborbital... 184. That is a lot. That is... I don't know what I was expecting. For some reason, I was expecting more. And 72 decorations and mimics. Respectable. Salut, Monsieur Bodan. Bonjour, Elieval. Welcome to the stream. We are looking at this lure spin-blocked nightmare. Let's find an 800k Glakava thing. What is the triumphant again? What is the triumphant? Do we have that? The FPS is inversely proportional to the rise in blood pressure. Oh no, French. Not a bad thought. 184 diabolical. Really? TG. But you have to load it in. Oh, right. Wait, isn't the... Alright, triumph. Alright, well, I don't know. We're having fun here. We're being silly. We're starting off the stream with being silly. What is the triumph? The triumphant is the submarine? Why do we want it to fight the triumphant? Is there a particular reason for that? Meter... Twingard... I don't know why, but there was just something, like, out of body, but... Like, seeing the first thing up there being acceptance is like, huh! What are you trying to tell me, game? What are you trying to tell me to accept? How dare you. Also, we're gonna put this on Stone Light Presence. I guess it was between 100 because it's not on the spawner. By the way, the lure for that transfer was from an FTP YouTube and also used on a White Flare fan build. Yep, I think people did mention it. Hitman? Yep, I've seen him. He likes to muck around and do... Oh, what? Hang on a minute. Whoops. Like the triumphant? Huh? This looks like the Gravitas. That also looks really cool in Starlight colors, not gonna lie. Is the Triumphant like a new... What am I missing here? This just looks like the Gravitas, but different. Cool stuff, Vigo. But against the Nimbus Stratus, crash your game. But the cram cannons are on the main body. Oh! That is interesting. So what is the Triumphant then? Is it like a replacement? Oh wow, the chainsaw got annihilated. Instead of the arms. Okay. Interesting. I'm not sure what I was expecting. So is the Triumphant like gonna be a replacement for the Gravitas? Like, what's happening with this? That's that pack for you. Alright, let's Alright, now let's throw, just for giggles, the chainsaw. Oh my goodness, 60 frames a second! It has been so long! So long! Okay, let's go here. Go over here. Chainsaw, spawning in. My team, because why not? Hey, I was on a watch streak! It's just in there, it may be the replacement. Yeah, interesting. Wow, thanks for pointing that out. I never would have known that was in there. For some reason, I got confused and thought the Triumphant was like that big railgun submarine. Which I think, is that called the Ennui? I don't know. I can't remember Nita vehicles off the top of my head. How am I in charge of Plutono? That's ridiculous. It's ridinky-dink. 800k... What's an 800k thing? The Nimbus Stratus. Which I believe... Although this is probably an outdated version of the Nimbus Stratus by now. Oh, right, this guy. It has nukes. Oh, this is the medium spamming missile thing. No, it's spamming large missiles too. Missile-y goodness. Ammunition defense. It has some. Yep, degraded mode, my old friend. This is why, in case anyone's wondering, spin clipping is generally a no-no, because the physics engine does not like having to calculate all this stuff. Whee! Wow, the muzzle flash is like lagging as it rotates around there. How you doing? Well, the Nimbus Stratus has taken basically no damage. Okay, it has taken some damage. What the? I didn't see what happened there. I didn't see if the nuke actually managed to... I don't know if the nuke hit or not. I don't think so. So you get more gravitas for gravitas. We have a Triumphant Bodan, which is a railgun sunblock. Oh, that might be where I was getting confused. 200 sub-objects versus 200 missiles. Because the issue I found with the gravitas is that if you take out the crankins at their sub-object, after your skull takes into effect, and the gravitas body just floats mechanically towards you. The main body is somehow not even capable of repairing everything else. And hello, Night World. Welcome to this spin block nightmare. Welcome to this spin block clipping Lua nightmare. That is a fan build for Kokave Dominion. Groovy as hell. Definitely not allowed in the campaign, because just existing this thing drops the frames down to about 15. Finally fixed my OneDrive issue, got my old profile back. Nice. And I love that. Yeah, I love it too. I think this is very funny. Oh boy. Wait, did it run out of bullets? Oh, there we go. Now it's firing again. Okay, this fight is very laggy, so I'm going to do one more fun thing with our friend the chainsaw before we actually get on with it. I'm going to hit the magic make lag stop button. I'm going to do this. Oh, wait, how are we back up to 20 frames a second? Interesting. Nope. Wait, it lags more when it's not fighting? How? Alright, that's weird. Anyway, goodbye. And frames are climbing back up. What the? Let's look at this internal compartment. Wow, that really was just... just straight up clipping stuff straight through walls. Oh boy. How much does this clip inside the car for the gun? A lot. Like, the guns are clipped into each other, and like, the rotation... where's the main... So this is where the main, like, piston, I guess, was going through. It was clipping straight through multiple walls. Guns straight up clipping through each other, and just through walls completely, so it's like, this thing runs on voodoo ectoplasm. It would be really funny if it used clear clips. Yeah, it would! Wait, those were subconstructs? Yep. Okay, makes sense because there's no conveyor belts. I would personally come over and destroy them. It's like if you take a Warhammer 40k chainsaw to make the teeth into guns. Yeah, I'm pleasantly surprised by that, because I saw a chainsaw and assumed it would be a melee vehicle, but no, it wasn't. Screenshot. Those who know will know. Alright, I really need to watch Austin Powers so I can be fully legit doing the Dr. Evil thing. Anyway, we're gonna look at the new and improved Wigan. So, it's been a long time since we've looked at a Haugen Confederation thing. So, the new and improved Wigan. Oh my word, this looks gorgeous! Me likey. There needs to be something connecting in the middle there. That is very close to the superstructure. Yeah, no, this looks so cool. Haugen Admiralty craft for sure. For sure. For sure, for sure. Look at this. And what is it? I believe the Wigan on the spreadsheet is a medium design, so there is a rule for Haugen that I believe hard and godly craft need a laser, unless I'm missing something. Hold on, let's go here. Okay, let's just go control with laser. Laser with superheating modulators. Okay, then nope. Okay, nope, there isn't a rule for that. I'm getting that confused with Swole. Yeah, having a... what is it? Let's see here. Oh, whoops. Let's actually load that on my team so I can poke and prod at it a little bit. Nope. Our Confederation, please. There we go. So this is all 31... Oh, look at that. Yeah, it is using varied colors. Very nice. Me like it. There does need to be a thing there. Wood Fuso. Yeah, cool as Pagoda. Should have been Cramdo. It's a Japanese ship, huh? Yeah, I'm not 100% on, like, stuff. Also, thank you for the stretch. Thank you, Soti. Much appreciated. It's also medium, yep. Compared to the old one, to be honest. Yeah. Right, the old one, I believe, let's just turn you off so you don't run away. I said off. What are you doing? There you go. Wah! Wah! Thank you for the hydrate, Night World. I've had a lot of coffee. Oh, the bathroom's gonna be fun after the stream's over. You, sir, stop moving. Sir and or madam, cease and desist your movement. We need to ogle you. Actually, I'm gonna just screenshot you right now. Because you are... Actually, I'm gonna screenshot you when you're moving, because that'll make the smoke look better. Okay, let's go over here. Whoops, nope, wrong folder. Ships and Wigan... Yeah, so, yeah, look at that! Complete rebuild. You know, I was actually fine with the Wigan as was, just needed some sprucing up, but like, wow. Huh. Interesting. Was, Cyrus Plays not the original builder of the Wigan? Hold on, let's just double check. Let's just double check. Nope. Cyrus Plays did not make the original Wigan, but that is okay. That is okay. That is fine and dandy. I'm assuming they got, I'm assuming that the original builder was cool with it. Hope so. OG builder, let's go find the original person. Alright, yeah, Mew 2014. Ooh. Awesome, yep. Posted. Wow! Guys, the Wigan was posted back in 2022! Literally one of the oldest designs we have for Batono. And, yeah. Look at it now. Holy crap. Oh boy, how is the bathroom gonna be fun, WTF? Because, and this might be too much information, coffee is a diuretic and an activator for your bowel muscles. Need I say more? Also, hello Azusa. Birds quacks. Went from Ironclad to Dreadnought. No, they got permission from the original author though. Nice. Permission given here. Hell yeah. Let's go look at that. Okay, nope, I can't follow that link. Okay then. Alright, neat. Alright, so long as there's something mentioned that Mew 2014 made the OG model. Yeah, that is a lot better. It's a lot more compact too. It's more expensive. Yeah, no, that is a definite improvement. Alright, so. We of course need to fling this thing against its OG self, because that would be funny! Funny joke! Alright, so we've got the OG Wigan over here. Gonna put you on Power Confederation, because there's no way we're getting these things confused. Damn, nice one, Cyrus. Showing some tender loving care to, like, older stuff. Lovely, lovely. Definitely the rebuild is gonna be, like... We're definitely accepting this. Just want to check while pause. Is there any sub-vehicle shenanigans? Doesn't look like it. It's got turrets. It's got turrets, azipods, bearing rangefinders. Is there any spinny deco we need to worry about? Doesn't look like it. Very Japanese looking, as people have pointed out. That is a lot of sub-constructs, but like this is a fairly large craft, so it can get away with it. It's also got pot plants on it, which is very nice. Cult of the Dryad approves. I do love the freaking fruit bushes on it. It's like, yeah. Very nice. It's like, it is nice to see how we're getting that kind of style going. It's got life raft over there, life raft over there. Alright, I'm gonna make notes on this while I'm here, because Cyrus has done a really good job. However, right, so rebuilt. Let's see. What's it called? Rigging between superstructures would look really good. Can everyone hear Leafblower Man? Leafblower Man is back and better than ever. I'm just gonna get these guys fighting so we can see how they do. What is it firing? These things are firing. That looks like hash. Hash, pure frag. Hash, pure frag. Yep, that looks about right. Yep. The old one is firing hash-shaped charge. And as you can expect, this thing is made of wood. Lots of guns. It just clicked for me just how many guns this thing has. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 quad guns. Old Wigan is not doing well. New one is... Actually, I think the new one just has better optimized stuff for dealing with, like, wooden targets. Also, how much Duct Mageddon is in here? Good job. Alright, salad baskets in the place of the casemates. Nice. Nice. Oh, Howard loves their salad. Rickon might be waiting on Alpha. Fair enough, fair enough. I also made like 4 custom deck guns for Howard. Nice. Oh yeah, Alpha got amazing rigging now. Could definitely add the flag lines and extra wires. Yeah. Wait, there's flag lines? With the Alpha test, like, rigging now? That's awesome. You know, like people like to complain, but the devs do listen to like what we like, and like people have been like doing like rigging stuff for like a long time. Like those of you might remember, like Martin Cedarpants's big Yamato, it has rigging, but the way it does it is like an APS at minimum gauge with a very long barrel, tilts it, which is actually very clever. Like people have been. Oh, jeez, the people who play this game are so smart. They're so smart. They're so smart. They are so smart. Why are you so smart? You're making me feel inadequate. You're so smart. Also, I love the fact that this is a very realistic hull for the most part, but it has, like, azapods. Also, that is pagoda as hell. Alright, so let's put some more notes here, so... Right, Cyrus, please don't hate me. The 1, 2, 3. I'm just gonna say third turret from the front. Right, so third turret from front. Barrels. Very close to superstructure. Looks strange. That's about it. I think let's have a look at the internals. How Ductmageddon is this? This is not actually... That's good armor. Within the limits of what Hauer is allowed to do, this is good. Look at this. Stacked wood and applique. Yeah, no, this is... And reinforced wood. Lots of cheap HP. Yeah, no. This is like, yeah. I'm channeling my inner Australian, mate. Also, I just realized that it is quite a cunning thing. It's not the best armor scheme, obviously, but using 3 and never mind. I had a thought, but my thought was wrong. Ductmageddon, indeed. Got this cunning thing right here, which is about as good as you can do with Hauer stuff. This thing probably... I want to throw this against a medium Swole ship, because this thing is just very bulky, and because its armor is so cheap, it probably hits, like, figuratively above its weight. There was a rigging mod, yes indeed there was. The devs mainly listen to the coddles, not us plebeians. Probably. Rigging does the wires, assume you could make some small deco flags with cells. Okay, gotcha. Yes, for simple weapons. That's what we're going to whisper into Raw's ear. Gently, softly. The best thing with the new rigging is the fact that it moves with its connection. Can make so much with dynamic stuffs. Those sort of mesh for chains. Yep, both kinds of chain. When the fish is human. Wait, what? Yes, rope, small chain, fat chain. Yeah. So, yeah, in case anyone's wondering why I haven't been covering the stuff in Alpha Test over on the channel, it's because stuff is changing over there so quickly, and also, it's a busy month for me. Just with a lot of things, and I just haven't been able to focus on it and keep up. I'm saving that all for a stable update. As for what's happening in Alpha Test, Gmodism has us covered, and I'm actually kind of grateful for that, because like I wasn't about to cover every single little thing in Alpha Test. Right, what is a... This is a 400k thing. Let's throw this thing against a Swole medium ship, or just a ship that costs around the same. I literally just looked at the cost. 394. 394, 394, 394, 394, 394, 394, 394. So a lion. The Soa Lion is probably going to win, but just, let's see. Look how much bigger this thing is. Right, new win. Actually, the Soa Lion, I think, as, might lose this. It's interesting to see. This is a classic From the Depths matchup. Right, Incendiary Shells. I remember now. It's a classic matchup between a large, bulky Wow, this thing actually does have casemates. Hold on a sec. I want to check over here. I want to check something. Okay, weapon, simple weapon. Yep, nope, that's within the rules. It's fine. Also, this thing does burn like crazy, although it is doing great guns here, literally. The Soa Line is interesting. Its guns are, like, really vulnerable. I'm trying to remember if that's completely unarmored or not. Also, kudos to... Who made this? The Whitejack. The Soa Lion, like, is one of the few, like, mainly gun-focused ships that the Soil Republic has, because a lot of them just rely so much on missiles. This is a fun fight. Burn, baby, burn. Actually, the Wigan's winning. Bulk and redundancy. Alright, do you notice him saying too many changes equals lots of videos? Yeah. Let's see if maybe I can make some wires hang off my Clavecraft. Craft. Yeah! Changes playable objects. Oh yeah, don't forget to play parents of the number. Don't worry! I have not forgotten. The meter playthrough has begun! Hooray! Don't think you can change the texture. Okay, do you notice him saying too many changes equals lots of videos? What do you mean it doesn't work? Would have added some melted cheese like strings to stuff like the Hickory then? Okay, loose wires going to big railgun laser turn. There's some people who post on to with data and a convincing Ava. There's a lot of overlap there, yep. I meant that there were no texture, so a line should have a good shot here. It's actually one of the more Howlux worship. Redundancy and empty slave? Empty is that what you meant to? Empty space, I think you meant to say there, John. Nope, the SOA line is losing. It's got less redundancy. And its guns are kind of vulnerable. Yeah. I'm trying to remember... Yeah, no, okay. I need to go double check on the SOA Lion, just while I'm looking at stuff. Where is it? SOA Lion, I believe, is a hard design. Yeah, there are notes on here. Yeah, it needs a hit scan weapon. Turrets could be better protected. Yeah, the turrets on this thing are really vulnerable. Like, as we're seeing here, it's getting... Tyrannosaurus Shrek'd by Hesh and Frag. And there are no texture. Shell. Least suspicious autocorrect. Finding the wooden fuso is better than the actual fuso. Like, this thing isn't very fuso. I don't know much about the fuso, I apologize. Anyway, this is freaking awesome. Well done, Cyrus Plays. Holy crap. It feels like that, like in Platono, because like recently, especially, we've been doing so much stuff with Glacave that we haven't gotten like to do lots of boat in boat game. We just want to time this. Screenshot. Okay, Besh Pagoda Mast Punishment. I'd say. Actually, hold on. I think it lost its forward superstructure entirely. That is one of the fun parts about superstructure. You can lose it entirely, and it's all good in the neighborhood. Is there light blocks in here? Wait a minute, did I just see something get repaired? Hold on a minute. Nope. That was just a trick of the light. Alright, so Wall Line is not doing well. Hold on, I just want to see something there. Is there... What's in here? Show me. Show me your moves. Show me your boobs. Show me your views. There was something in here. Was it light blocks or was it something else? Am I crazy? Where was I even looking? Was that just a bug? Because if there's light block, like it's not illegal. Nope. Glass? Oh, hello. There's a lot of glass in here. Why? Oh, this is what I was seeing. Why is this surrounded by glass? Oh. Huh? Flammability is 0%, fire resistance is 40. Huh? Why would you use... Hawa is allowed to use stone. Wait, no, it isn't allowed to use stone. Never mind, my bad. My bad! My bad, it's not allowed to use stone. Wow, it actually doesn't say anything specifically about glass, but then again, good stone can be hard to find, but like, I guess sand, if you're living on islands, is relatively easy to come by. I don't know. But this is very clever. I really like how you put, like, limits on people with From the Depths. It's like any kind of creative engineering project. They come up with clever stuff. I never would have expected using glass as essentially fireproofing, but that's basically what this is. Glass is not great armor, but it does have a okay armor score, and it's very fire resistant. So, yeah, interesting. Yep. Okay, Pagoda. How many eggs did you just eat? I have not eaten eggs in a long time. At all. Bodan, you made the CC with many factions that know about. Yeah, I know. I take full responsibility for it. Full responsibility. Don't know what I was thinking. If you can't pen the conning tower, you just shoot the floor out from underneath it, inside the turrets, in a map that is not conducive to boat. Yep, I know. I take responsibility. Fuso was a 1914 battleship for the Japanese Imperial Navy, 12 to 14-inch guns and 6 turrets, some hull-mount torpedoes. Very slow, quite accurate. Are you surprised how many boats there are in the Primoris? I am. Oh yeah, shout out again, Azusa's Primoris tournament. Very good. Very, very good content. Go watch if you haven't already. Glass matter. Oh yeah, that would upset Sean a lot. I mean, the fact that the map was designed to make player to do other stuff, but then you just go thrustercraft and plane. Yeah. Yeah, not my best thinking. Oh well. Oh well, we've got 2 factions out of 3 that do boat. Yamato. Yamato! Glask. Very pretty. Anyway, I don't think... What else can we... Just want to check all the APS shells to make sure they're legit. I'm pretty sure they are. Oh, it's even got cedar wood decorations for the barrels. So, casemate hash. Okay, yep. 250mm hash, 250mm frag, ammunition defense. All good. All good. And it's just APS and... What missile thingy does this have? Missile. Let's go missile launcher. Aha! Interceptors, of course. Yep. Me likey a lot. Alright. Congratulations, Cyrus Plays. This is a new accepted version, and just double checking my notes on here. Oh, excuse me. Okay. Where's the Wigan? Okay, so rebuilt. Rigging between the superstructure, they're very good. Very close to the superstructure looks strange. Awesome. Oh, I like this. I like this so much. Alright, let's go find the Wigan again. Everyone, please look at this gorgeous, gorgeous thing, because it is gorgeous. Right, Wigan. Yeah, just needs, what the hell? Huh? Need more cribbling. Okay, so we can remove Wigan from there. Okay, I'm just gonna go here. I'm going to add a row in here. Insert 1 row above. No, actually, no, I'm not. I'm going to go. Actually, yes, I am. Don't mind me. And click, and click, and click. Oh god! All right. Insert 1 row above. This definitely isn't going to mess with everything. Okay, whoops. Right, going to put a nice little comment on that. There's and... Alright, where's the Wigan? Wigan. Just 2 notes. Love it. Hooray! Okay, now I need to finish typing up over there. Everyone look at the ship. See, pretty boat. Everyone look at it. If you're not looking at it, you must start immediately. Looking at it. Right, reset. What the hell? Why? Okay, that's why. Alright. Ah! Okay, good. Right, now... is this worthy of a changelog thing? I'm not sure. Okay, then. My sub right now, I got a horrifying ad where a kid's face was green screened on a bodybuilder. Ew! Oh, God. Also, hello, Death Pancakes. Alright, glass meta. Me with my wooden barrels blow up, there's so much wrong. I mean, if I spot everyone's and done it well, I do have a boat that deploys wheels when near land. Land blow to the Cacave. Don't think any spots will open up anytime soon, or ever. Thank you for the blessing. You could look into a rebuilding the Lorenzo, there's quite a lot wrong with it. Oh yeah, true. Body horror, it's fun. Ads are horrifying these days. Well, keep in mind, I need to figure out the mass behind those multi-purpose assets on my drone first. Yep. Adding tension, same boat. Why am I not getting ads? Actually looks cool, same here, no ads. You know what? It means I don't make money, but it means your viewing experience is better, so I'm okay with it. I do like that bow. That is a pretty bow. Pretty bow, pretty bow, pretty bow. Okay. What to do? Where put? Okay, we put this... Hold on. Just check the resources. Is it set correctly? It is. Perfect. So now we're gonna put this thing over in Hawa. It has been a while since we've seen a Hawa craft. It's nice. It's very nice. It's very my wife. All right. We can just delete that. Salute to the OG Wigan, one of the oldest submissions ever to Hawa. Lovely, lovely. I can't believe that was 4 years ago. That was 4 years ago. It was 2022 that the Wigan was first. I've been working on this too long. What are you supposed to be ruthless in your pursuit of money? I don't want to. I like throwing hourcrafts against the Kelvin. It's fun. Oh yes, they go up like torches. It's fantastic. Right, let's go hop on Discord quickly. You know what? This needs commodities. Lots of them. Commodities. How many commodities? 9 commodities. Let's lock onto the rear of a turret there. And then we get to see stuff. Hooray! Okay, what was I doing? Let's go... Our Confederation... Good designed. Okay, got it. Alright, updated blueprints. Up. And tactical spaghetti. Ooh. Woo! Okay. Border Sooty Shearwater wants a border wisdom. Well, one border wisdom is the people who endlessly pursue money die with a lot of regret. Do not be like those people. Remember to go outside, touch grass, have friends and family, be outgoing as much as you can comfortably be, stretch your boundaries a little bit. Yes, it is scary, yes, it hurts, but it is worth it. And remember that wood is the best building material for ships. It just is. That is scientific fact. That's a lot of wisdom, actually. Fueled by coffee. Oh, passed my bachelor's defense. It took from 7:30 to 9:30. Nice one, everyone. Applaud Eliaval. Bachelor defense passed. Wow, bachelor defense? Wait, are you talking about a postgraduate degree, Eliaval? Because I hear bachelor's and I think of an undergrad, which doesn't require defense. Plutona is the GTA 6 of FTD. How dare you? You can see progress happening. There is one person on Earth to whom I express immense hate and continue to do so. Alright. So long as you love lots of other people. Clap. Just one clap. Capital wise. Oh boy. Okay, so that's really nice to start the stream with that. Wow, we've gone through half the stream. Alright, so now on the agenda is on the mighty spreadsheet, which is oh so mighty. We were looking at the Permian. And wow, that lost 3% health to the commodity. Also, yeah, shout out to 3D Wrecker, who was live on stream the other day, doing aesthetic upgrading to his craft. So yeah, go shout out to 3D Wrecker on Twitch and YouTube for taking feedback on board and going and doing things about it. It's really nice. What was I doing? What was I doing? I think I can X out of the workshop for the most part. Okay, we were looking at the Permian, which has... I think we mostly did finish looking at it. I've got a bunch of notes here. So the goal is finish looking at the Permian, then look at the HQ, and yeah, that would be good. Nope, undergrad. We have a defense for that. Oh, nice. Soon to graduate. Got one more course to pass. Nice. Cap. Just a few years ago, we thought Silksong, GTA 6, and HL would never come out. Not entirely knowing what that is, assuming a Bachelor's Defense involves sword and shield combat. Yes. Sword and shield. Or in my case, a wallet and a hammer. Honestly, I would... in most situations in the modern world, it is better to have a wallet and a hammer than a sword and shield, if only because one of these things is legal to take on an airplane, and what's in it, assuming there is stuff in it, you can buy stuff in it. Also, shout out to my sister who gave me an awesome present. This is a Skyrim wallet, because Skyrim is my second most played video game after From the Depths. It's a might not never. We are halfway past eternity. Permanently versus quasi-equivalent observable unit versus for a fair fight. No. GTA 6 is slated for November this year for PS and X and Xbox. SQ42 before Platono. Skyrim is awesome. It is. It is the last good game that Bethesda ever made. My sword and shield are legal on airplanes. They must defeat me in a duel to take it from me. I love Skyriming. Azusa, I've said that myself, but also a gentle preemptive bonk. Just for you. Just for you, because you are special. Okay, let's look at the Permian. We've been, as the Australians would say, we've been piss-farting around a lot. Okay, let's go there. Glacava updated, thrust craft. Permian, there we go. How does this look in Glacava color? Not Glacava, what is it? Right, what does this look like in Hawa colors? Oh, damn it. Alright, here's the thing. I'm a sucker for dark gray craft. Alright. Let's go to do... Alright, so let's read over the notes we had, because I'm not sure we entirely finished doing that. Why do I have so few tabs open? Alright, yeah, the blueprint library. Probably gonna need that in a second. I think I've got the most up-to-date version of the Glacava HQ, simply because I built that thing, and goodness knows I haven't updated it in a long time. Alright, notes for the Permian. So, assist turning can implement bread forward thrust vectoring. Foremost laser turret needs deco, it looks naked. That's this one right in the front there. Kinetic missile blocks in front with no launchers. Add camo for ally, looks cool. And or add Glacava icons and decals to otherwise blank outer sections. Needs fleet color traces. Needs anti-submarine warfare capability. More nuke proofing needed. Yep, there is that. What else, what else, what else? We already checked the sub objects. It doesn't have that many, actually. What's this? That is... Wait, that's a piston there. Alright, it has landing gear. Right. Very good. And I think these things are just entirely deco. Wonder how rigging would look like this. I think it would look awesome. Right. Yeah, I think most of what we're talking about with the Permian is... Captain Taylor, Captain Gorian... I do like the names of this. Circle the distance. Da, 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 da. I'm gonna go check what the lasers have in terms of stuff. Right, so this is connected to Captain Taylor. Right, where yonder is the thing? Alright, let's go check here. Spawn default vehicle. Did I set this up correctly? Alright, so one thing we need to test with this fella is we need to go spawn the correct thing in here, which for here... Where's the thunderclap? There it is. There we go. I'm just gonna save this like so. So it is meant to spawn nukes because this is Nuke-mageddon, which is honestly one of the more fitting Nuke-mageddons. Right, how is this APS Tetris? I'm gonna assume this is all good in the neighborhood. What is this? Metal beam, heavy armor beam, jolly good, jolly good. Nice matrix of stuff here. This thing, actually, now I'm looking at it, this thing has a lot of power. Right, let's fling this at an indestructible... Let's fling this at an indestructible thing. How much power is this using? It's actually not using that much. Right, Permian versus one of the smallest helicopters in the darn game. Yeah, so one of the problems with this thing is that it doesn't have... Oh wow, that is entirely exposed on the rear there. So one problem that it has is that... To make this more bossy, how do we make this more boss? Also, actually, it has a lot of it... Okay, yeah, it has about half its material cost. What I'm thinking is that these side guns here could be swapped out for something cheap. Oh, there's land. These side guns can be swapped out for something cheaper, and it can have a spinally mounted plasma cannon. That might be a good idea. Using white for armor plates and the black sort of techie underarmor looks really nice. Yeah, no, the Permian looks gorgeous. I forget who Question Master is the OG builder. Someone helped them deco this. I forget who that was. My apologies. It's very sleek. Yeah. I will take your white matter. What the hell? Don't be weird, please. A damn expensive subject, but all the boss crafts are bare minimum 2 millions anyway. Couldn't the one made of wood, which is quite an achievement? Yeah, the Poseidonia. Which I believe beats the Permian, so that's good homework, actually. This thing should be able to beat the Poseidonia. The blank outer sections look good to me with the Permian specifically. I think this is one I'm playing looking better than Greebles. I mean, I do think that they should have some camo at least, because it is quite glaring, I suppose. I have access to my 20 million something material prototype again. Nice. I'll put on workshop, don't lose it. Very sleek. Definitely not be super battleship. No. Needs more energy storage. Shake my head. Oh, you are a funny person. Actually, is it? I don't think the energy storage is keeping up. Or is it? I can't tell. Even as missiles. Absolutely shocking lack of diff flak for a Question Master design. Doesn't have enough energy generation for the looks of access storage circuit to last in a fight. Fair enough, that's a workaround. Needs more than one turret. I was guilty of that for the Atom. Dodoc was deco. Ah, yes! Also did the Cybertron. Lovely, lovely. Spinal mount on a broadsider. No, that's not what I meant. What do you call it? What do you call it when the gun is like... Alright, so what I mean is, these guns here on side mean they can't shoot at things on this side. This big gun, in middle, it can rotate, shoot things on either port or starboard. What is that called? Okay, not spinally mounted. What's it called? Center mounted, thank you. I know what I'm talking about. Poseidon beats the Permian Crab, I think. It's just very hard to beat, like 50 meters of ducks and extremely strong APS and flamethrowers. Poseidonia tends to beat anything that's not faster than it. Everything beats the Permian. Hell, even the Coherence can do pretty well so long as it's not nuked. Conversely, it dies to the Wraith because that's faster than it, despite costing half as much. Centerline, dang too slow. Centerline, dang too slow. Centerline, dang too slow. Centerline, dang too slow. Too slow for centerline. Wait a minute. Okay, we can delete that helicopter. Let's have some notes here, because the Permian... Combat testing should beat other godlies, should beat other godlies, and power confederation Poseidonia. Is that how you spell it? Hold on, let me go check. Posidonia. Yes. Yes. And that is a tall order, I know. Should beat other Glakavi godlies and be hard to put it. That is a tall order, like, if too difficult, that's okay. Permian can be godly and other craft can be boss craft. Alright. I heard the rough and pure rails. Yep, Permian does half decent against the audacious, if I recall correctly though. Okay. The crab gets bonus points for being a crab though, true. I think the crab beats the Permian. Only boss craft the crab can actually beat. Oh, how ironic. The Permian ends up orbiting really far out a lot of the time because it doesn't turn so good, a lot more speed and maneuverability. Shouldn't be too hard to fix considering the length of the thing. Yeah, so already the breadboard thrust vectoring should help with that a lot. Figured out why my $1 million craft was starting to other some of the craft. The launch missiles had no remote guidance, so not even targeting enemies. Sometimes it'd be like that. Alright, so now I want to fling the Permian against other godly stuff. For giggles. For giggles. Alright, so Permian go here. And I'm just gonna go over there to spawn in. Alright. Because I think the most recent version of the Posidonia has lasers on top of everything else. Let's see how updated. Airships. Yeah, this thing is terrifying. I think we've seen this before, but it is nice to... It would be nice... I want to see how they move. I want to see how they move. I want to see if they got moves like Jagger. Actually, yeah, no. This is not the most up-to-date version of the Posidonia, because I think... Yeah. I think the OG, like the newest version, does have lasers. Oh lordy. Oh no. Uh-oh. That's not good. What the? Oh, there's rubber on the front. Well played, Kovrax. Not gonna lie, this is a really fun... Look how massive that is! Deacon's Christmas! Wait, how fast is this? That is 122, this is 121. The Permian is just barely faster than this. I think the nuke launcher got taken out somehow. Uh-oh. Oh, there's the... There's Danuke. Oh boy, there's degraded mode. Good news, everyone! We found degraded mode. Mostly done is late enough, but not enough to really do much against a large target like that. Yeah, I was just thinking that as like, alright, do we have the updated version or not? Pretty sure the Posidonian Test 10 is the version with laser. Is it? Now it's in his blind spot, probs for a while. Oh lordy, that was a lot of damage. Oh, I think the... Yeah, the main railguns on the Permian is something to behold. It is really strong. Also, I love how, like, this, like, soothing piano music while this absolute bloody carnage is happening. Where is the thunderclap? Ah, that would explain why the thunderclaps aren't doing that much. Right. Also, the reason I was talking about lasers, is that, whatchamacallit? The reason I was talking about lasers is because, stuff with laser defense does a lot better against nukes. Wait, is this spawning nukes too? No, wait, what's it doing? Oh, it's spawning Seratonias, which are jet fighters. Also gonna end up with the classic broadside versus rushdown problem where the Permian is just facing away permanently. Yep. Yep. Good to know the greater mode still works. Rock, paper, scissors. Posidonia beats Crab. Crab beats Permian. Permian beats Posidonia. Audacious beats everything. Not sure if the Permian's actually gonna win this one. That is a lot of block confetti. Actually, the Permian is winning. Alright, so we can check that off. It is nice to have the Permian it just has one gigantic gun. Yeah, like, you know, ducts are not a solving everything problem. Whee! Oh, Lord, look at that damage. The Posidonia is, like, such fun. It really is. Woof! Wow. Barely half the craft it used to be. Posidonia beats the Audacious, pretty sure. Scary. If ducts don't solve everything, you're not using enough ducts. Spoken like a true Plutono builder. Okay. Right, I do want to spend some time on the Permian. Just want to see how it do. Oh, actually, yeah, the laser's now doing stuff. Crazy's still flying. The wood is light. That is one of the good things about wood. And now it's just gonna burn away all the wooden, delightful wooden stuff. Alright, so Permian has definitely won this one. Another volley or two, just gonna let it dip below 55% health. How the hell is the... There we go. How the hell is the Almighty supposed to deal with this? Actually, the Almighty will just do fine because it's quite cheesy. Alright, I'm gonna go have cup of coffee number 3. Or make cup of coffee number 3. Pretty sure the Posidonia beats the Permian somewhat often, though I don't know if this version does. I don't know. That's why it's part of the homework. Needs red lasers. Yeah, I think that has been mentioned. The laser and AP aren't fleet cars. You can test the Almighty. I think, yeah. Yeah. Let's just do that. Let's just have a nice Permian testing stream, because that's fun. Okay, then. I need to go here. I'm John Cena. You can't see me. That's an old joke. And for saying old jokes, I must vanish. Alright. I'll be back very soon. Be right back. Please do not die to ads. I have coffee, I have coffee, I have coffee, and you don't accept, you might, I don't even know. I have water. Okay, what was I doing? I was doing this. I was doing this. And now to catch up on chat. Hooray! Okay, let's see here. Okay. You can test the Almighty. The Almighty handles Poseidon just fine. Where did he go? I can't see him. Do not worry, I'm back. I was non-existent, but now I'm existent. There hasn't been a streamer here in 50 years. Oh no. I wonder where they went. I have been hallucinating a streamer named Borderwise after huffing too much Citadel paint and glue fume. There's only so much Nuln oil one can drink before experiencing side effects. Wild how the updated Wigan is only 400k, but it's over 19k blocks. Truly a wood moment. Indeed, indeed. Nods, strokes chin. I haven't hit that limit yet. Well, then you have work to do. The caffeine limit? I found mine to be 1 scoop of creatine, a monster, and 1 5-hour energy. Nightworld, that's too much. That is gonna do bad things to your blood pressure, mate. Funnily enough, I remember hearing that Game Workshop made their paints non-toxic so they can sell it to teens and kids, and as a result, you can drink it, with the consequences being tasting bad and dying in your mouth. Don't quote me on that, though. Probably not a good idea to drink any kind of paint. It's not for drinking. I just finished my cup, so yes, I don't. Sag. Oh dear. My desk is about as much as you would expect. 3 mugs and a laptop and keyboard and fan. Also, I just remember that one of the things I'm really grateful for, it being autumn right now in beautiful Aotearoa, New Zealand, is I don't need the lovely Dyson fan that my dad gave me humming in the background, because it's not unbearably hot in here. Don't know about blood pressure, but I did have twitchy fingers, itchy balls, and set my deadlift record. That caught me off guard. Twitchy fingers, itchy balls, and a deadlift record. I'm crying. Okay, let's carry on. Jeez, chat, you're funny. Alright, this might be over-caffeinated border-wise here. Just having a moment. Where is Permian? Just for giggles, I'm going to spawn the Permian in on Starlight Presence colors just to see what happens. So that's how you deadlift more. You need those 2 key characteristics to lift more. Just that combination. Oh boy. Alright, let's spawn in Dark Crab. Ugh. Okay. We're good. King Crab. King Crab. King Crab. Be sure to not have them the other way around. Itchy fingers and twitchy balls. Bone Kite. That would be bad. Bone Light presents. Bone Light Productions presents Cake. Hooray for spaced armor. Alright, both of these things sling nukes, because of course they do. Oh boy. Oh, the Permian just shot itself. That's awkward. It's also exposing its, Aha! Alright, Permian's at 94% health. King Crab is shrugging things off. Yeah, maybe you shouldn't expose your squishy underbelly to the giant crab. What damage is being done here? Ooh, no, yeah, no. Yeah, no, there's a note. Permian does expose its squishy underbelly. Tends to expose underside when closing. Yeah, no, Permian's not winning this one. The king crab's no joke. Really isn't. It's just a solid block of armor. That looked like an AI compartment that just got sniped out, though. 98% health versus 90%. I think the Permian has slowed down. I feel like exposing under as a consequence of poor turning would be fixed with better turning. True. Does also look like the... It does also look like the Permian is managing to defend itself against the King Crab's nukes, which is good. I don't know how, but the main turret on the Permian does survive quite well. I think it's just because, as a fast broadsider, it generally gets hit on the rear more than the front. Yeah, that's definitely slower than it should be. Yep, it lost custom jets. That's another note. More custom jet, more CJE redundancy. Needs more CJE redundancy. So yeah, instead of like fewer massive CJEs, it should probably. Yeah, no, actually, its nuke defense is okay. Its nuke defense is not bad at all. That's actually a well-placed little laser combiner back there. Also, plasma is just really good. To the Permian's credit, like, it has a lot of spaced armor. What the? Oh dear, this is what I mean by better nuke proofing, though. Oh dear. Interesting matchup, I do have to say. Also, yeah, shields really do kind of throw the Permian for a loop. Oh no, it's basically out of energy. It's lost. Okay then, yeah, no, it needs to beat the King Crab. It needs to beat the Crab, which is a tall order because this is a broadsider. Oh, going out of control. Oh no, it's going to hit land. Oh boy. Crab is immune to the Permian's nukes thanks to John's pack bread he so kindly lent it. Okay. That's the bread more the target prior averaging, though the bread certainly helps. Straight into the command center, nukes out from blood. Yep. I don't like those, but these oversized meshes kind of bug me. Disperse the reference goes. No, it's okay, don't worry, it doesn't need to beat the Crab. I mean, it kind of does, because Glakave is supposed to be an overall harder faction than the Amphantasmal Alliance, so it should at least be evenly matched with it. That's one of the things that bugs me about. It's one of the things that bugs me about the Megalodon. Admittedly, that is getting rebuilt to use plasma. Is that I don't know? It kind of suffers against stuff that game balance-wise it should beat. Does that make sense? Actually, not really. I think. Hold on. Let's see. Tarpon, Stronghold, Redeemer. What's the Lightning Hood's godly thing? The... Oh, damn it, I don't remember what it was. What the hell was it? Exodine? Or something like that? No, not Exodine. I don't know, some lasery thing. Gravitas. Then Megalodon. Then, yeah, like, I don't know. I love bread. It's so tasty and crunchy. Oh, it is? Plasma should certainly help make the Meg less. The Meg is the boat of all time. It's definitely the boat of all time. Okay, so does need to beat or at least be evenly matched with the Crab. Let's see here. I think what we're going to do, we're going to finish throwing the Permian against everything that it should. And then we will look at the Glakave HQ, and that'll be good. Fanbold, Bosscraft, HQ. And not looking forward to looking at the Glakave HQ because I built that thing and it just needs more stuff in general. What was I doing? I was doing the Thrustercraft. Permian, and just for giggles, I'm going to put an Amphantasmal Alliance colors. Impedance? I don't know, really. Oh yeah, the impedance, that was... I think so. What is it about, like, Lightning Hood's stuff? It's like, I only have room in my brain for, like, 6 out of 8 nature factions at a time, and then I just completely forget about the other 2. Okay, there's that. So let's spawn in... What is... Alright, no, it's time for the Sewol Republic, boss craft, which I believe... I've forgotten the name. I know of it, I just forgot the name. It is the... Audacious, that's the one. Literally the Audacious was talked about earlier, and I don't know if I got the most recent one. I should do. So, we'll updated ships. Audacious. Which is very strong. This is more expensive than the Permian somehow. Maybe before betting against the crab if it's on land since it's not defended by deep water. It seemed to be mostly the shields on the crab that were doing the work. Oh, look at this gorgeous bloody thing. Ouch! Oh wow, that actually did... I do remember the Audacious is like an real armored brick of a ship, so... Also have some heavy armor, jeez. How's the Permian do? Oh no, the Permian's not winning. What is the behavior on the Bullseye 2.0? Set the distance. And that is, what is that? Okay then. Aha! John, I see deco clipping. Naughty! Big Fire is rebuilding the Glacave HQ. Yes! Awesome! Okay, probably same result. Looking at the Permian, the Seaways turret is sitting on only the local weapon control. Oh! Okay, I'm gonna make a little note there. Gonna make a little note there. Seaways turret needs to sit on more block. Plural, there we go. Right, how are we doing? The Audacious is at 99% health, and the Permian is sitting not so pretty at 93% health. It does look dope in Amphantasma colors, though, I do have to say. What is internal damage? Does it have any? It just... What did it just lose? Ah, there's a problem as well. When it gets nuked, the collision avoidance sometimes forces it down into the water. Unless it's just losing... Is it going to rise up out of the water? What's happening here? Nope, it's ditched into the water. That's a bit of an issue. Yeah, nope, forced down into water. Yeah, the... Alright, I need to add a note there. And Howard Confederation, Amphantasma Alliance, Sorrow, Permanent Boss, Craft. What kind of Dominion? Needs more CJ redundancy, needs to stick on the stronger blocks. This is awkward because this thing is not at 80% despawn. It's going to be very... Oh dear. Oh dear. Crab beat Permian. Crab beat Permian. Big lad back with bread to write more bread. Lovely, lovely. Plasma do not good things to underside. Happy to do the big railgun live? Yes, actually, Deco clipping, committing Sudoku now. No, we need you! Only one plasma got disabled by a Permian to the side. I think the blast of the nukes forces it down, lol. Phantasm colors look good on everything. They really, really do. Howard needs to up their aesthetic game, speaking as the guy who came up with it. Best to like removed avoidance at some point, yeah. And maybe the force of the nuke pushed it down. I use empty colors on Lama cars because it looks nice. That nuke keeps getting forced out of the water, lol. Yep. Yes, it does. Alright, so lost horribly against the Audacious. I think that's all. Those are all the only boss craft it needs to beat. Yeah, I think that's it for the permit. It does not need to beat the... Alright, I don't even know. Do I have the Almighty Blueprint? I don't remember if Azusa... Azusa did finish and submit it. I think. I hope. Okay, let's see how the Permian does against that. And yep, so we'll rub colors, why not? The side effect of the deliberately overtuned hover PID and the poor maneuverability also means the Permian is not good at avoiding terrain. Well, that's why it has landing gear. Right, so if we throw the Almighty over here... Stone Knight updated, thruster craft. Oh no, how do you spell the Almighty? Uh-oh. Oh, there it is. Good. That's a lot cheaper than the Permian. What the hell? Let's double check that Almighty is the correct thing. Boss flying. Oh, wow. Huh. The Almighty isn't even like the boss craft for Stone Knight, so I guess we're just doing this for giggles. Oh. And then that bug happens. Man, ironically, this is one of the things that makes me really hate the sub-vehicle nonsense, is because sometimes this happens. And it's very annoying. And I don't like it. Or maybe we should take that as a sign from the Almighty that it doesn't want to play today. Bugger that. Oh, lol, it's gonna lose that one. Wait, what? Uh-huh, made you look. Oh, very... very mature, Azusa. Very good. Okay, hold on. You bugger off, please. Thank you. Anyone remember the Seraphim? Which is like the twin god thing that was like the Laniakea, but different. Okay, let's just throw the Permian against this, and then we can go home. Except not really, I'm already home. Oh no! I cannot escape this content hell. I'm not in content hell. This is the highlight of my day. Let's spawn you in, so Republic colors. Isn't the thing I put mannequin decos on, or was that another Stoneline Goober? I don't know. It's gonna lose that one. Okay. Okay then. Thank you, Alpha Test. What? Huh. That's a... We're currently 2 for 2 for that happening. Maybe if I go to main menu? Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. If it doesn't do it this time, I'm just gonna say screw it and then go to ripping the Glakava HQ apart, which, as has been mentioned... Oh, for crying out loud. Go away. Go away. Oops. Didn't pull that out of play. Ah, gods. Oh, gods. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no, this is bad. Okay, then, so... Right, if we spawn in the Almighty once again, hopefully it should work, and if it doesn't work, there's something funky with Alpha Test, probably. Oh, excuse me. Oh, I am a burpy boy. Alright, let's try this again. What's happening? I think you have to restart the game. Well, I can't be asked to do that. Yep! Alright then, apologies Azusa, I cannot be arsed to do that right now. We know the Almighty is formidable, it's just... You know what, I actually want to see how this plays out a little bit. It's not gonna work. What am I doing? Alright, on to the Glakava HQ. Actually, let's hop into the main menu for a second. While I put notes. Right, Permian. Entropy currently being rebuilt. 1, 2, 3, there we go. Bosscraft and HQ. Oi! Oi, oi, oi. There we go. And Permian class airship. Okay, this is the first thing we've actually... This is the first thing we've actually managed to review today. Slow. Unbearably slow. Unbearably slow. Unbearably slow. Slow. Okay, let's go here. It's just turning. Foremost laser needs to be like that. Can you please? Click, click. Jolly good, jolly good, jolly good, jolly good. Really should have done that differently. Okay, Permian. 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 Oh, another jolly day in the From the Depths mines. Jolly, jolly, jolly good, jolly good, jolly good. Okay. Right, I need to go post all them notes on the Permian's workshop page, just so we can be sure that Question Master sees it, although they are pretty active in the CC Discord. So that should be good. What the hell? Oh, gods, no! No! Workshop beta is no longer beta. Where's the option to not have this? Ah! Oh well. Wait, what? Hold on. Permian. Alright, so that's... Wait, no, that's Doduck. I'm just gonna put it there. Old Permian. Okay. So, decorated. Cheers. Alright, so I need. Okay, so let's go over there. Let's go over here. And just do. Case. This is it. There we go. Alright, spam! Delicious spam. Okay, yeah. Most recent. I'm gonna check, did they fix this? They did. Oh, they didn't fix it! You need to freaking click that again. Rah! Rah, I say! Alright, let's roast the HQ a little bit. Jeez. Okay, how? What's happening? I think you have to restart the game. F my chud life. As far as I can tell, something to do with having too many things. Penis! Too many things spawned one after the other. Lol, not sure. How does the Almighty fare against the Primoris? Well, it's twice as much. Almighty, close enough. Almighty. And a sub-vehicle repair, 2v1 then. Primoris is Primore. Might win if they can flank, but I don't think the movement will let them do it. Primore. Azusa, you genius. Okay. Okay, let's go roast the HQ a little bit, because I'm just going to make a note over here, because there's going to be lots of notes. Who do we say? Fire was rebuilding the HQ? Being rebuilt. What, is it a full-on rebuild or just decoing the thing to hell and back? Also, the bloody thing needs a name. Okay. Oh, that's why I can't find it. I'm in the wrong folder. That would explain a lot, actually. Rebuild. The progress screenshots of this do look very promising. I'm gonna need to go look at that. I might save all feedback on the HQ for that. Let's go find that. Let's go look at. Let's go look. Let's go looky, 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 looky. Now I'm just looking at... Why am I looking at Discord when I should be live streaming? You're not saying anything. Bloody Nora, okay. I'm just gonna scroll backwards for a little bit. Oh, wow! Well then, I don't know where to look, damn it. HQ visits 2 relativities, watch the crams, because some pretty confetti. Oh my genius, what did I even do? For peanuts. Rebuild, okay, Wilbur and Vincent might need to scroll back a bunch. You know what? I've already bothered, but I can't be bothered, so... That's an issue. Alright, I'm just going to look up... in... Carve, Dominion... HQ... Wow, there's even bloody concept art here? Damn, alright. Okay, that's not... Yeah, no, I can't find it. Alright, let's just roast my old... Alright, you know what? I'm just going to... You know what? I'm going to skip the HQ. I'm going to save us all some time. We know what's wrong with this. It is a glorified hockey puck with some corporate on the back. And, you know, mainly it's aesthetics. Also, this thing is a pain in the ass to fight. Alright, so I'm just gonna make a note. It's being rebuilt. Currently being rebuilt. Notes will wait until rebuilt version available. And that means we can go on to fortresses. So, in the meantime, we're just gonna spawn a lot of commodities. That many commodities. Alright, what was I doing? What was I doing with my life? I was doing this. Just doing that. Just doing that. Just doing that. Just doing that. There we go. Currently rebuild. Notes will wait until rebuild version is available. All good. That was the fastest one. Well then, we've now got 20 minutes. What can we look at? We can look at the observatory, which I do not think has anything wrong with it. Alright, so this is where there are gaps open, in case anyone's wondering. So, we need a tank factory, and Super Dave is apparently working on that. We need a thrustercraft factory. No one has been making that. By looks of it, which probably means I need to make it. Actually, that could be fun. That could be a fun thing to do, really. Do I want to make the thrustercraft factory? It could be a nice break to have a building stream. Could be a nice break to have a building stream, for once. Probably not today, obviously. We only have about 20 minutes. Okay. Okay. Glorified hockey puck that has managed to troll you in both places. Yeah, like, don't get me wrong. I think it's very funny how my own stupid hockey puck has managed to, like, troll... It's harvesting materials! How it's managed to troll me, like, twice. In my test, it's always proved quite durable. The damage is more of it. Yeah, no, this thing is not a high damage. This is not a high damage thing. All those crams gonna hit. Maybe I should swap the crams for plasma. I don't know. I'm just gonna leave it up to, I'm gonna leave it up to, damn it. Can someone please tell me again who was doing the rebuild? Fire, was it? I don't know. I don't know. Anyway, let's look at the observatory. Fire, aka knife gun. Oh, awesome. I'm just gonna make a note there. Fire. Knife gun. Man, I miss my art streams. I want to stream art again. But I can't. I don't have time in the week. Fire. Knife. Kun. Beautiful. Alright, let's look at the observatory. Actually, I need to... Ah, damn it. Right, gonna quickly hop to main menu. And go get the latest version of the observatory. And yeah. Ah! Why did I open my folders? And why did you look at them? What's wrong with you? That's so rude. That's so rude. Why didn't your mama tell you better manners than to look at someone's folders? How dare you? Alright, click on Dominion, installations, looking for the observatory. And that's probably all we're gonna have time to look for, probably. Alright, let's go over there. Let's go over there. Actually, let's go over here. Open a new tab. Main menu was not main menu enough. My bad. Okay. Updated fortresses. Paste. Observatory. Make it asymmetrical, maybe? Cram, APS plasma? Possibly, yeah. Okay. Yep. Okay, let's go here. Let's go. Not structures, you fool! No, not thrustercraft, you fool! Alright, observatory. That is version 35. It's exactly the same, probably, I hope. Right, so this thing is hilarious because it's got a giant bloody laser. I don't think this needs anything. I think this is probably perfect the way it is. How much materials is it? It does hold 1 million speckers, so that's good. That is very, very good. And it actually ticks the 3-weapon rule. APS, laser, and particle cannon. Very good. Very good, very good. Also, what the? Oh, loading door. What the hell? Huh. Why is this a sub-vehicle? Why is this a sub-vehicle? It's not a turret, because I believe... Yep, no, it's unarmed, so... Why is this a sub-vehicle? I'm very confused. How much deco is on this thing? The answer is a lot. Oh dear. Oh dearie me. Oh dearie me. Okay, so the fun thing about the observatory, I really should have downloaded the other fortresses. It does not take long to look at them. Yeah, we just have light, pulsar, neutrino, and solar flare. All of those are triple weapon emplacements. What happens if we throw this against 3 commodities? Ah, yeah, we just need to... Oh, it has a breadboard behavior link. Why does it set the loading dock running away? That seems weird. Does it just detach? What's the deal here? Notorious for bidding a surprising number of godly designs at equal cost. Wait, what? Why is a breadboard not breeding board? Because an overpopulation of bread is bad. What the hell? Versus equal cost. Wait a minute, the laser didn't even open up. What's happened here? Hold on a second. Hold on a minute. Is the laser thing broken because alpha test? Hold on, planes. There it goes. Yep, there goes Zap Zap. Okay. Why does it always make sense? Pierce laser thing. Ah, well, that would explain a lot, honestly. That is a gorgeously decoed thing, I do have to say. Yeah, the observatory is a... I love how it's a giant... Zap, 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 sizzle, sizzle. Zap, 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 sizzle, sizzle. Plane go, cook, cook. Plane go, sizzle, 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 zap, zap. Ready, now. Was that sufficient noise? I hope so. Okay, it does 26 damage per hit, which turns out is enough to pen the armor a lot of people use. Yep, like me, because I use minimal armor whenever possible. Because I'm a big wuss. Why did I say that? I don't know. Okay, so I just want to share this spreadsheet here. Hold on. Just let me go here. Alright, so the observationing. So this is like, alright, so what we're going here is that fighting things like the Crucian, it lost. It fought the Conroe, Goliath, and the Green Anaconda. It won versus 1. Equal cost, not applicable. Green Anaconda, Jaguar, it lost. The Jaguar is like there. Sinisea won. Tufted Goose, Firehawk, it won. Caprasuchus lost. Cephalotes, it won somehow. The Conor, it won. Wait, how did it win against the Conidae? 1v1 because of torpedoes. Laser got sniped. What the hell? The Eurypterid, it won. Marsh Mongoose, Titanoboa. And only fired 1 or 2 shots before turning. Rammed with pretty high HP remaining. And it won against the King Crab. Observatory OP. And first, the Crucian is the only thing on the list that costs less than the Observatory. All you need to do is make someone else do the armor and boom, easy win. Oh my god, okay. I think the Observatory is absolutely fine. Aesthetically and performance-wise, this thing is lovely. And I do like the idea of just, it's a resource fortress that can actually defend itself properly. Because that prevents doing players what I tend to do, which is sneak a fast aircraft behind enemy lines and just destroy these. A lot of those are... Oh no! I'm so sorry, Death Pancakes. The funky telescope. The funky telescope is destroying your tanks. Oh no! Right, I do want to get a screenshot of this thing opened up because that's cool. Like so. Yay! Okay then, what is next? I have no notes on the observatory. It is beautiful. Let's go look at the light. Alright, let's look at the light. Light revamp. Alright, this thing... What the hell is this? Missile laser... Oh. How does this fire? How does this fire? How does this fire? Fling this against a tiny thing. Pine fire. Okay, we can probably remove... Wait, no, this thing does need to move. Alright, missiles are going to kill this dead, probably. Yep. Or not. Interesting. Okay, yep, again, I don't really have notes on this. What could be done here? Needs more pretty. That's literally it. No other notes. Do 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 do. Meow meow meow. That, yep, literally it. That's all it needs. Okay, light needs more pretty. HQ for this. Don't mind me. Just look at the light. Be like a moth. Look at light. Okay, next. Funky telescope is great against my amphi builds and seas. If anything, I would step up the swollen starlight gatherers to be closer to this. Very true. That's a tube. What the hell is that? Dang. 29.2k channel points, but I just don't seem to get more. You should show up to every stream. Show up 2 hours before stream. Let's see then. Next is the pulsar. You know what? I'm gonna end the stream there because TMI, I have to poop. Ah! And also, I'm just kind of, Also, next stream, what do you lot think about building stream? Because no one's made a thrustercraft factory for Glakave yet, and it might be time to make one. So at the very least, I could make a template and people could deco it. So that would be nice. Okay, who's streaming right now? Nekoboy Blue is streaming. Someone quick redo a kudu build so I can't poop. Go poop, man. I couldn't make a thrustercraft. Thank you. Azusa, I thought you were too busy with other stuff. I love thrusting. All right, you were making it funny. All right, so remember to, if you're watching later on YouTube, remember to subscribe. VOD channel is almost monetized. It will help me pay the occasional bill, possibly. I don't know. Let's raid Neko Boy Blue. And let's do that. And we need to get out of here before someone redeems that bloody canoe thing. Dumpty 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 doo. Are you all ready? Please enjoy light. Please enjoy lamp. Mom said it is my turn with lamp. Alright, see you tomorrow. I think we're going to be building something for once. Building something? In the building game? From the depths? Unthinkable. See you then. Bye.